Whoa, look at the Columbia River. Oh, hi, I'm Aggie. Wow, that's a lot of wheat. Check this out. That's how they used to do it. Did you know people have been farming in Washington since forever? From Seattle and Vancouver to Spokane and Walla Walla, and everywhere in between. Farmers have been growing lots of food in our state for generations. Come with me, I'll show you. Wow, look at that tractor. It looks like it's planting a crop of some kind. A crop is a group of plants that are grown. Farmers grow different crops to help feed us. Wheat is one of the biggest crops farmers grow in Washington. The wheat from Washington farms helps make things like noodles, bread, and especially cookies and cakes. But how did it get here? That's a great story. I'm going to get my buddy Alex to help me tell it. He's kind of an expert at this stuff. Alex, how did wheat get to Washington?
This was a place where fur traders came and put down roots. Some of the places seemed very unlikely places to grow crops. Down at modern-day Wallula, as an example, pretty harsh conditions. But the Hudson's Bay Company wanted to see those posts become as self-sufficient as possible. So there were efforts made to grow crops around those fur trading facilities, Fort Vancouver being a key one of those.
They harvested the wheat using a tool called a scythe, which cuts the wheat stalks. Then they gathered the stalks into piles. After they shook the wheat grains from the stalks, they milled the grains into flour and made bread. As more settlers moved into the state in the late 1800s, they grew more wheat. Machine companies invented a combine that helped farmers harvest the wheat faster, using lots of horses and manpower. Then the farmers began selling wheat to other areas of the nation. Alex, how did they get the wheat from their farms to other cities in America?
It took a lot of ingenuity to try to find a way to get this bounty we produced off to a market. First, people tried transporting by wagon. That was a difficult way. Then tramways were built.
Crews working on the tramway loaded big wheat sacks on the wagons at the top of the Snake River Coulee. Those wagons then traveled down the rails to the warehouses and docks on the river. The crews then loaded the sacks onto steamships that took the wheat to ports in Vancouver and Portland. In the 1950s, farmers began exporting wheat to Asia and the Middle East. Today, farmers use big equipment and trucks instead of horses to plant and harvest wheat. They also ship their wheat using barges on the Snake and Columbia rivers, and they use the trains on the railroads. Farmers in Washington are good at growing wheat. The land is perfect for it. In fact, Whitman and Lincoln counties grow more wheat on an acre of land than anywhere in the United States.